All right, we've talked about the statement of cash flows and what it includes and how the various activities. Let's take a look at a statement of cash flows and see if we can interpret what it means. Again, as a brief review, statement of cash flows has three different categories. One is operating activities. How much did we have? How much cash did we generate from our operations? Cash in, cash out. Then the second category, investing activities. That's buying and selling property, plant, and equipment and other things. How much cash in, how much cash out. Financing activities are borrowing and paying money back. It's selling stock or buying stock back. Another financing activity are dividend activities. These three activities added together explain the change in cash for the period. All right, let's look at Walmart, for example. Let's look at their statement of cash flows. And remember, statement of cash flows, like the income statement, is for a period of time. In this case, 12-month period. We can see that in the year ended January 31st, 2019, Walmart generated $27.75 billion from its operations. Well, that's pretty good. $27.8 billion from operations. What did they do with that? Well, some of that they purchased property, plant, and equipment. And it turns out at the same time they were purchasing, they were disposing of some as well. In addition, an investing activity, they were out buying other businesses. So part of what Walmart did with their cash they generate from operations is to go out and buy other businesses. That would be included as part of investing activities. We can see they generated $27.8 billion from operations. They spent about $24 billion in investing activities. That brings us down to financing activities. What did they do there? Well, they borrowed money from the long term. For the long term. They paid some money back. They borrowed almost $16 billion. During the period, they paid back almost $4 billion. In addition, they bought some of their own stock back. $7.4 billion. They spent $7.4 billion to buy some of their very own stock back. In addition, you'll see that they paid a dividend during the period to their shareholders. The net on financing activities, they spent almost $3 billion. So that you can see Walmart generated about $28 billion. $24 billion went to buy additional equipment and to buy other businesses. Then they paid back some debt. They paid some dividends. They bought some stock back. The net effect was, for the period, Walmart's cash increased by $742 million. Operating activities, what they're in the business of doing. Investing activities, creating infrastructure so that they can have more operations. Financing activities, how they fund, how they buy other businesses and buy property, plant, and equipment. Operating activities, investing activities, and financing activities.